Happy ballpoint fucking pen day.
Yeah, well, but
We do miss you, Liam. Yeah. No, not yet. I want you to fuck me, Jerry.
fuck me!
Okay. Oh, what a way to start the video.
You're
Wait.
shitting yourself.
No, not yet. I'm going to include like a snippet of this conversation and not give anyone context and hope that one person asks me, what do you mean you're shitting yourself? Poop is coming out of your ass! Okay. I'm gonna stop fucking around now and screaming, I want you to fuck me, Jerry. Attempt number 2 at filming this friggin' video because my phone is a poo head. It's a Susie poo. But in a less cute way, it's a Susie poo. Hi! This isn't an awkward way to start a video at all. Hi. Welcome back. Yeah. Still doesn't feel right when I say it, but hey, welcome back to my channel. It's lovely here, isn't it? It's great. I hope you guys are okay. So yeah, I filmed this video yesterday, but I had a load of technical issues because don't film your YouTube videos on your phone, kids. Especially when your phone is kind of a bit stupid. So every single person who does LGBTQ themed videos kind of seems to have this video. So I was like, hey, I'm going to jump on the trend too because my brand of realness is just the best brand of realness, and why do you not watch me over everybody else? God, it's awful. So yeah, I'm going to do some coming out tips because I want to get real with you guys. Because coming out is a lot more complicated than just writing a freaking letter, you know? But, you know, spoiler alert, that is actually one of the tips that I give you. But hey, that's a spoiler. God, you can't know that until later. So yeah, I've compiled a list of tips for you guys because it's Pride Month. Some people use Pride Month to come out and, you know, what, like, if you're a little bit unsure, if you're a little bit like, how the hell do I actually do this? Then maybe these help. I don't know. If they don't help, then I'm sorry. That sucks, I guess. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna jump right into it. So step 1 is be honest. It sounds really stupid to just be like, step 1 of coming out is being honest, because of course it is, but like, honesty is kind of like so many things in and of itself, because like, you have to be honest with yourself, you have to be honest with everybody else, and part of being honest is not really moving on your opinion, or like not really moving on the thing that you're saying. Like, don't let anybody push you to think something else. Like, I'm kind of tying it into like 2 other things here, because it's not just be honest, it's like be honest and don't take any prisoners. Because like, if you come out as bisexual to somebody and somebody says that they don't believe in that or whatever, then it's not going to be good for you if you listen to that particularly backwards way of thinking and just like push your honesty down, because like, you worked up all of this courage to be as honest with this person and they are being an ass, for lack of a better word. So yeah, you need to make sure that your honesty is unwavering. Yeah, that's a good way to say it. I did it. I did the words. I speak for a living at cameras, but you know, I did the words and I successed at speaking the words. So yeah, I when I came out, the bunch of times that I came out, I was very honest when I came out as bisexual. I was less I was a little wavering on the first time that I came out as trans, and I accepted too much criticism. I accepted too much essentially discrimination. I accepted too much crap from my family because I said the things to them. I said to them, hey, yeah, I'm trans. This is what's going to happen. I gave them all of my honesty, and then I didn't keep it unwavering in that when they said things to the contrary, I didn't say, no, your opinion is wrong. Like, and I shouldn't have done that. And you shouldn't do it either, because it puts you in this very complicated situation where you kind of end up accepting these people as, like, they're going to take however long they want to take to understand and empathize with your issues. And that isn't fair on you. That is complete bollocks. Like, you are, as an LGBTQ plus person, well within your right to unflinchingly cut somebody off if they don't accept you. And I'm so scared of that as a concept, actually. Like, it still scares me now. Like, I've kept this whole thing going with my family because of how scared I am about it. So I guess we're going to have to address that at some point. That shit needs unpacking. So yeah, be honest. Don't let somebody change your opinion. Don't let somebody piss on your honesty, because it's not right. It's not good for you, and you need to live healthy and happy. Otherwise, you're going to spend a long time being really, really fucking unhappy, okay? So yeah, step number 2 is don't come out to everyone at once. When I say don't come out to everybody at once, I don't mean, like, sit your immediate family down and talk to them all at once, because that's fine. Like, if you've got like a family of 4 or 5 or whatever, then yeah, okay, come out to them. Sometimes it's helpful to have like your immediate family in one room and then like your less immediate family in another room or whatever. I don't know what kind of house situation this is, by the way. I don't know why your entire family is just in segments in your house. Pick some people that you feel comfortable to come out to. Don't pick large groups of people. So if you just want to come out to your mum first, or if you just want to come out to your brother first, do that. And then you can sort of take them and turn them into some person who can help you come out to the less easy people, because everyone's family has the less easy people to come out to. And if you don't have those people, you're living a life of luxury, and I hope you're enjoying that life of luxury, because I don't have it. I had to use my brother to help me come out all those times, because, well, the second time I used my brother, the first time I used my partner at the time. Don't come out to large groups of people. Why shouldn't you come out to large groups of people? Unless you're in a very comfortable situation with your family, with your home situation. It presents a lot of issues because you're addressing too many people at once. Honestly, it kind of answers itself. The whole concept of speaking to, say, like 10 people and trying to like get this powerful message across to all 10 of them in a good way, in like a way that sticks, is just, why would you do that to yourself? Number 3 is explain and educate your family and your friends. This is very appropriate for the lesser known sexualities and the lesser known gender identities. It's not so necessary for things like the LGB, But like, if you're something that isn't as being gay or bisexual, people might not know. Some people kind of just live in a cave. Like, yeah, you've probably spent however long you've spent on the internet in areas of the internet where everybody kind of knows all of the ins and outs and all of like the big fancy sexualities and the gender identities. You know what a lot of flags look like, etc. But your family, some of your friends might not know. So explain and educate to them what it is you are identifying as, and don't chuck bookloads of information at them. But if you feel it's important for them to know exactly who you are, who you love, what kind of love you feel for certain people, then they need to be explained. Like, this needs to be explained to them, because you want everyone in your immediate circles to understand what it is that you're telling them. So don't just be like, I don't know, I'm a pan-romantic asexual, and then not give them any information from that, because not everyone's going to know what you just said. They're going to be like, whoa, that was like several words that I just don't know what they mean. Please explain this to me. So it's important that you educate the people in your life, because you can't expect everyone to be on the same wavelength as you. As wonderful as that would be, we just don't live in a world like that, okay? So it's not a bad thing to have to educate people, but obviously if you are educating people and you are getting pushback from people, like you're saying something and they're disagreeing with you, then yeah, we'll reassess like who they are as a person in your life and whatnot. But like, as long as you've done your bit explaining and educating to them, you've done everything you need to do, and their level of acceptance is based on them as a person and how shitty they may or may not be. Number 4 links back to something I said earlier about selecting a family member or a friend or a partner, and that is bring a friend. If you want to come out to some people, if you want to, tell them all of the stuff that you're dealing with, it's really helpful to have somebody who you can say is an ally, or somebody else who is a part of the LGBTQ plus community, because they've got you. They don't have to be a member of the LGBTQ plus community. I have used my partner who was straight and my brother who's just an ally, but if you feel the need to have somebody with you when you're coming out, then go for it, because at the end of the day, this isn't an easy feat. You'll have to do it a couple of times with different people, and it's taxing. It's really emotionally taxing. So don't be afraid to have somebody there to hold your hand, whether figuratively or literally. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Some people need help with these things. Heck, I needed help several freaking times. And yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. So, I applaud your bravery. Number 5 is kind of a big one, because it asks a lot of questions and stuff like that. It's like, some people, when they're coming out in the beginning, because they are very nervous about coming out, they like to write letters. It's a very personal thing. It's very nice. I appreciate the sentiment of writing letters. But I want you guys to be aware of the fact that if you do write these letters, if you do write a letter to every family member, you are going to have a conversation with them at some point about what you've put in these letters. So as helpful as it is to put it all on paper and then send it to them and then be like, hey, this is me, I'm explaining this to you, in letter form because I'm very nervous about the concept, you are gonna have to have a conversation with them. So if it makes you feel better to write a letter because of the anxiety of having these conversations, you should probably start preparing yourselves to have a conversation with the people you've sent these letters to, because you're gonna talk to them about it. Like, they're gonna bring it up at some point, and you have to normalize it in your mind, in your day-to-day life. Like, this is who I am, these people have to grow and accept it, and I have to grow and accept it within myself. So should you be writing letters when you're going to be talking about it in real life as well? It's a question that only you can answer. Like, if writing a letter makes you feel better about the concept, then go for it. But, you know, I am quite an upfront person, so if I have something I need to say, I like to talk it out with them. So letters don't really work for me. But, you know, having conversations about your sexuality and your gender identity really, really help you feel a bit more comfortable in yourself. So yeah, 5 and 6 were basically the same point. Number 6 is you will have to talk about it. It sounds silly, but some people will ask you questions. Some people will bring this up to you, and you are going to have to be ready to go back to number 3, which is explaining and educate them. You're gonna have to have these conversations, and you're gonna have to have these conversations with people who may or may not be more accepting. And yeah, don't take no shit, but you're gonna have to get used to these conversations, because people like to talk about these things. People like to talk about sexuality and gender identity as if it's their business. And that is, yeah, inherently a problem with the world that we live in. But you can't change them. They're going to ask you these questions because, you know, you're in their life, so in their mind, it's their business. If the world wasn't so heteronormative, maybe it wouldn't be their business. Maybe we could just not have to come out, but we have to. Like, it's a fact of the matter of the world that we live in, and it sucks, and I hate it, because everyone's lives would just be a damn sight better if nobody had to come out. But, you know, we're here. We have to live in this way. And yeah, so be prepared to have these conversations with people. People just talk about these things all the time and try and make it their business. And it isn't their business, but it would be a damn sight better for this world if more of us were educating the people who know less. Because at least then the information is out there, I guess. But, you know, sometimes some people, when they're having these conversations, they can get inflammatory. So, you know, try to recognize that and then step away from those conversations, because they're not very good for you. Like, this is an emotional time for you if you're coming out. So have these conversations, but know when to step back. And finally, number 7. Number 7 is quite a big point, because it's, again, recognizing when somebody's taking the piss. So you have got to be patient, because some people, especially parents, this is especially true for parents because they grew up in a different generation. Everything was very different for them. And yeah, the generational thing is kind of starting to become a little bit dated. But a lot of people have it in their minds that their kid is going to grow up and they're going to have an opposite sex partner, an opposite sex marriage, they're going to get grandkids, the grandkids are going to have kids, etc., etc., and they're going to live this perfect, very straight, very binary life, and have their very straight binary children do exactly all of those things. And it sucks. I hate it. But you have to be patient with some of them. You can't just you can't come out to somebody, receive negativity, and then immediately cut them off, because sometimes people need time. But, and the but is big here, don't give them too much wiggle room here. If you have come out to them in an open and honest fashion, if you have explained and educated to them what it is you're going through, who it is you are, and then say 12 months, 24 months down the line, they're still being backwards about it and they can't wrap their head around it, then maybe they're not really supposed to be around in as active a fashion as they have been before. And that is a very hard thing to accept, and it is something I wish I could accept, but I am still working on it, because the concept of just cutting somebody out of your life is really quite difficult. So give them time, but know when they are taking the piss. Get a family member on your side to have a few discussions with this person who's having a bit more of a problem wrapping their head around things. But, you know, if you go through all of these steps and you still have issues from this person, you might have to start accepting that you're probably not going to see them very much. You're probably not going to spend very much time with them. And they probably aren't going to have the same role in your life anymore. And that sucks. But for your own mental health's sake, and for somebody who has been doing this to herself for quite some time, you have to let that person go. Because it just becomes this awful, long-standing problem. So be patient, but don't take their shit. If you've done everything that you can, everything that you need to do, and you've had people help, then you don't owe them any more than that. Yeah, that's it. I only wrote 7 coming out tips down, because unless I've missed any, if I have missed any, then pop them in the comments or something, because I want to hear what you guys think about your own coming out experiences, or ways you would recommend that somebody did come out, because that would be interesting. Yeah, so pop a comment and we'll get talking about different ways you can come out and stuff. Sounds cool, right? Amazing. I'm going to do that wonderful thing that I do where I throw my social media on the screen and it looks really great. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Seeing you guys hopefully enjoying my content, telling people about my content, it's awesome. I love all of this. I want to say I'm very close to getting Twitch affiliate, so I'm going to be streaming a lot more. My Twitch will be on the screen, like somewhere, who knows. So yeah, come watch me stream if you like. I'm mostly playing Pokemon Revolution online and The Sims 4, so that's really fun. Yeah, so I will see you guys next time, probably later on in the week. And yeah, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I love you very, very much. And be kind to yourselves. If you're coming out at any point this month, just be patient with yourself as well as the people around you. And yeah, take care of yourselves, drink some water, and subscribe to my channel for a potion of ultimate healing. Bye!